one thing. I want everybody to look at me. I'm going to pass it to Corn after I say one thing. That's a W. Let's eat one. Let's eat one. That's a W. How many people want to eat a W tonight? How many eat a W tonight?
Like, all right, Brian, we're back after what, a couple weeks?
Not really
much has gone on, but the NCAA tournament, we were going to do it last week, but we were going to hold off because we had the winner, which was Michigan, and it's Masters week as well. So first, I would just, it's everyone knows that football is your thing, and the Bengals are for sure your thing. But with the off season, the draft coming up, like, how you feeling? Like, do you have enough sports to hold you over? Does March Madness do it for you?
Yeah, I think March Madness does it for me. I don't watch a ton of college basketball until March Madness. Like, start watching it towards the end of the season, and then once the conference tournament comes around, then obviously March Madness is one of the best events of the year. But I feel like there's enough football stuff, like free agency, draft prep, all that keeps you kind of covered through the beginning part of May. And then that's when it really gets quiet for football season, is the beginning part of May. So yeah, I felt great. It's been nice not having to like tune into something at all times, if that makes sense. But yeah, no, I feel like I've had enough sports to cover me for sure. And then, like you said, Masters this week, which is fun. And then you got the draft in a couple weeks. So like, I feel like there's enough stuff every couple weeks that keeps you looking forward to certain things.
We also have
not big into baseball,
the NHL and NBA playoffs too.
Yes, NBA playoffs. I think we were texting, and I was like, I didn't realize that the NBA season was basically over already when we were texting the other day. I was like,
yeah,
holy shit.
You sent me a tweet of Luka getting hurt and he's out for the season. You're like, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah, there's 5 games left.
Yeah, it's like, that's what I mean. Like, I think I still focus on football still, even in like February, March, early part of April. That like, I'm like, yeah, I guess that makes sense because the finals are in June and the playoffs take 2 months. So, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that the NBA season's already basically over.
Yeah, and it was one of the weirdest NBA seasons of all time. And that's not a recency bias thing. It's just the one of the weirdest seasons, and just a lot of bullshit going on. But yeah, so Michigan won. How did we do in our bracket, by the way?
Yeah, I was actually going to pull that up because I was curious. I was thinking about it this morning. I was like, shit, how did we do?
I don't think we did
in that
great.
bracket. Let me pull it up. I don't think so either. I don't think we did very good.
We had Arizona winning, and I'm pretty sure we had them playing Duke. So
we had Duke, yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, not great. And I wonder how far we had Michigan going too.
Probably not. I'm sure. I bet we had them in the finals. Let me see. I think I did it on CBS Sports, and I think so. I think that's where I did it.
Just one of those random sites.
Let's see. We did. Oh, here it is. TA pod. I know we didn't win anything. Let's see. We came in 1,000,000th.
Oh yeah.
443,942. So not great. Not great. Where the fuck? How do I?
Yeah, the Arizona and Duke thing. We went chalk, and I feel like a lot, most of the tournament was chalk, but UConn kind of surprised people, and and Michigan definitely did. And it's kind of crazy to think that it's the first Big Ten winner since the year 2000.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, that is kind of crazy. I mean, not that Michigan came out of nowhere; they were 1 seed, obviously. We had Michigan. We had Michigan, Arizona in the Final Four, so we did have Michigan going to the Final Four. And then we had Duke and Florida, which Florida obviously lost in the Sweet 16. And so did Duke. Or did Duke lose in the Sweet 16 or the Elite Eight? Elite Eight, yeah. So, yeah, that's obviously – I think that was a lot of people this year on that side of the bracket was just absolutely terrible. But I didn't feel it was still really chalky, but it didn't feel as chalky as last year. Last year felt – I think we had all 4 1 seeds last year, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you so like there's that like debate of if people love Cinderella stories and all that. and then once they get to the Final Four, they get blown out for them usually. So, would you rather it be more chalky when it, okay? So I'm just gonna tell you what I prefer. I would like to see a first, second round upset, and then once we get to the Elite Eight, I want the top seeds in there because I want to see good basketball. A lot of people want to see like FGCU runs, FAU runs, Wichita State, stuff like that. But when they get to the Final Four, if they get to the Final Four or Elite Eight, it's usually a blowout. So for me, I would rather see those bigger teams, like a couple big teams, lose in the first, second round, and then I want it to be chalk the rest of the way. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. So you and I think I would agree. You want I think Florida.
I want to see Lehigh beat Kentucky round 1.
Yeah,
and then I want Lehigh to lose to Texas round 2.
Yeah, right? No, I get what you're saying. I think the Cinderella stories are fun until you get to the Sweet 16. So let's say I think Florida Gulf Coast made it to the Sweet 16 that one year. That was 2012, 2013. They win 2 games. I think they were the 15 seed or whatever, 13, 14 seed. But then then you kind of, once you get past that Sweet 16, you get to the Elite 8. You want your 1s and 2 seeds or top 4 seeds battling out just so you have better games. And we kind of had some of that this year. I think the Arizona Michigan game was a little bit of a surprise for a lot of people. I think that was supposed to be I think everyone felt that the winner of that game was going to win the tournament, which ended up being the case, right? But that was a surprise. From the get-go, Michigan just completely outplayed Arizona, bullied them, and it was a blowout in the first half, and then it got up to 26 points early in the second half. I was kind of bummed. I was really looking forward to that game, and it kind of sucked that it was a downer. But then you also had Duke UConn, which was probably the game of the tournament. Duke UConn was one of the most fun games I can remember watching.
That was awesome.
In a long time. Yeah. And maybe we say that every year. There's always a game in March Madness that you're I'm going to remember that specific moment for a long time. I feel like that was the moment this year was Duke UConn. I don't know what they were doing, man. I don't know what Duke was doing. I don't get it. I don't know why you just wouldn't let them foul you. You're up 2 with 4 seconds left or whatever it was. Why not just let them foul you, go to the line?
I hate to sound like an ESPN guy, but that's just kind of when that stuff happens when you have freshmen as your focal points of your team and not seniors.
You should be coached into them though. That should be hey, this is what we need to do.
No, I mean I agree, but you can't teach that moment. You have to be in that moment to learn it.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
So now the amount of times you can say it's like practicing golf. The amount of times you can say this is to win the Masters, and then you actually have a putt to win the Masters, you're going to feel a little different.
Correct. That's a very good point. Very good point. I just thought it was crazy. That whole series was insane. I don't know. I like Hurley. I know a lot of people don't like Dan Hurley. I was cheering for UConn last night. I know
it's crazy not to like that guy.
I know I just don't think people like the intense coach nowadays. I think that's just kind of where people are at with coaching in today's day and age.
I guess, but that you need guys like that. I'm not saying every coach should be like that, but then you have guys like Mick Cronin who kind of take it a little too far. But maybe it's because Mick Cronin hasn't won. Do you think that's a reason?
Probably part of it. And then you got Dan Hurley, who's been to the finals 3 last 4 years and has 2 national championships. So,
it's wild.
They actually hung around better with Michigan last night than I thought they would. That game was closer than I expected.
Yeah, both teams were pretty banged up too. So you can kind of tell with, I know both teams were very defensive, good defensive teams, but you can kind of tell like the guy in Michigan had a sprained MCL and ankle, which is insane. And then what's Ball? What's his name? Solo Ball. What a name. He was also dealing with some stuff. But yeah, it was good. It was a good tournament. But when stuff like this happens and you have all these big events back to back to back, and I feel like the only break we get is like June, July, and August, I guess. You get a 3-month break of all these big tournaments and all these big sporting events. And so with the NCAA tournament the men's basketball tournament ending and the Masters being this week, we should do. I'm trying to think. Do you want to do a draft and then give our top 5, or give our top 5 then do a draft? Because I feel like if we give our top 5, then we kind of know what we're going to pick.
Yeah, I think you need to do a draft first, like of your top 5
right.
sporting events, and this will include like Masters. Like I think you can throw U.S. Open, like any of the big golf tournaments.
World Cup, Olympics,
World Cup. Yep. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. All right, you get the first pick.
I mean, I'm going to go NFL playoffs just because.
What a layup! Oh my god, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I'm going to go NFL. Again, it's the sport that I watch the most. It's the one that I care about the most, and it's one that I'm typically most interested in. So I know a lot of people probably will disagree with that, but I'm going to go.
No, I like that. I like that pick. That's in my power rankings. That would be way up there. Mm-hmm. I think my number 1 pick would have to be the Masters, because not only is the Masters tournament, the best tournament of the year in golf, but the app with the Masters tournament makes it even better because it gives you access to everything. Like, I don't understand why more sporting events or more golf tournaments in general don't use this model. You download this app, you get the range, you get 15, 16, you get Amen Corner, you get featured groups. This is like a commercial for the Masters, but we
getting paid for this, or
no? But I mean, it just makes it that much better. The access you get just makes it that much better, and I think that's what kind of puts it over the edge, and that's why it's probably it's in my top favorite sporting events of the year. And I mean, in the golf industry, in the golf world, it's the week of the year,
Yeah, no, I agree. I think I know golf, and we'll probably talk about more after we do our this draft. We'll probably talk about the Masters since it is this week. It is like the kickoff of golf. It's always in spring, it's always in April, which is nice. At least being from the Midwest, it's like when I start playing golf again, because I can't really play in the winter. It's like the golf kickoff season, at least for me, and I'm sure a lot of other people who are in similar situations. There really is nothing better than flipping on the Masters. Like, the app is beautiful, like you said. It's the best app maybe out there.
It's perfect.
It's so good.
It's perfect.
And flipping it on Saturday and Sunday, with no plans.
The best.
Nothing beats just laying on the couch watching the Masters. I like that. I get why that was your number 1 pick. All right, so I go. Are we doing a snake draft, or is it back to me?
No, just back to back.
Okay. I'm gonna go March Madness. I really do like March Madness. So I know we just had it, so maybe it's recency bias, but it's just fun. Especially the first 4 days, just games back. I think they need to work on how they space out their games, because the games this year were spaced out horribly, in my opinion. It felt like there was gaps in between, and then all of a sudden at 7:00 at night you'd have 9 games going on at once. So it's a different conversation for a different day, but I just like how everyone is into it. Whoever you're talking to, whoever you're, is watching the games, even people who don't watch college basketball, it's just fun to flip on the games. And it's part of it's the college atmosphere, right? Is that the kids and the teams care so much about it. So I'm going to go March Madness second. I just think I like that it's 4 weeks long. I don't know. It's kind of nice that it's spread out throughout the month of March. Maybe not 4 weeks, but 3 weeks long. But I do like it. It gets you a nice little, you get a lot of the fun upsets. And then to your point, once you get in the last couple weeks, you typically get some really good basketball games. And I feel like I learned a lot watching it. I learned a lot about the players who end up becoming pros. And I feel like this is the starting point for it. I'll go March Madness second.
I think the first weekend of March Madness is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, that's what kind of puts it over the edge, because there's just a million games on, and I love that. I mean, I used to like it a lot more, especially when Cincinnati's actually good. But yeah, I mean, it's a great time, especially with the bracket thing, and
Well, that's what I mean. Everyone does brackets.
There's a lot of good gimmicks. There's a lot of gimmicks with it.
Right. Everyone does brackets, whether you like it or not. You do it with whatever, people at work, your family, your friends. Everyone can kind of do it and have fun with it. So I think that's what's kind of cool about March Madness.
Yeah.
It's a tradition. It's not a tradition like unlike any other like the Masters, but it's a yearly tradition with that I think is a lot of fun. So.
Exactly. I think I know where your next pick is going to go, but I'm kind of fighting between two right now, and this is like what I would want, not what is best, if that makes sense.
Yep.
That's how you're drafting, right?
I'm drafting on like what I personally like.
I'd probably
what I personally like to watch. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna do 5 each. So is this my second pick? Yeah, my second pick. I'm gonna go NBA playoffs. I know people like to shit on the NBA, but the NBA playoffs is awesome. And if you really sit down and watch an NBA game, especially right after watching March Madness, like these guys are so good. Like some of the shots that you guys are taking and missing in college basketball, like if you miss that shot in the NBA, you're not keeping your job. Like it's just shows you the level and the athleticism that the guys in the NBA have. I love the NBA. It obviously has a lot of flaws. Every sport has flaws, but I mean, the NBA playoffs are awesome, and especially the first 2 rounds when you just have a bunch of games every day, and I love it.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I wouldn't go there. So that's why this is good because we have different thoughts, different opinions.
If the Bulls were good,
yeah,
would you be more into it?
I used to love basketball. I mean, you know that I used to love basketball when we were growing up.
Well, you love Derrick Rose. That's why
I did. Yeah. Okay, so my turn with 3. I gotta go 3. I'm gonna go college football playoffs. Going back to the roots of. There's a couple here that I like. Now I feel like first 2, like if I had to pick, like I would do NFL and Masters as my top 2 probably, kind of like the way we went. And then once you get to these next ones, I think a lot of them are like interchangeable depending on the year, right? And maybe March Madness is a little bit higher because a little bit recency bias. But I love football, so obviously like going back to college football. I typically know a good amount about college football by the time we get to the college football playoffs. And I'm already looking at draft stuff for NFL, so like just interested in watching prospects play.
What if, really quick, would you like, if you had to choose? Now this can be a ridiculous question, but would you rather have the NFL playoffs or the NFL regular season?
Ooh.
Because the NFL regular season, there is nothing better than putting on Red Zone.
That's very true. That's a very good point. I think I just went playoffs because
it's a tournament.
It's just like a tournament. Yeah, like I'm thinking like my head is going to tournaments.
Regular season, because you got fantasy.
Dude, it's so much fun.
You have football Thursday, Monday, Thursday, sometimes Saturday, Sunday.
I think. And it's hard, right? Like if your team's in the playoffs, maybe you're leaning playoffs because like nothing beats having a do or die game in the playoffs.
There's something about a full slate on Sunday.
Dude, it's so nice. Or like especially the beginning, like September, October, like fall, something about it when the season first kicks off that like you have the whole season ahead of you. There's no better feeling.
We're ranking the NFL season over the playoffs.
Yes, I think so. I think I would rank the NFL season.
I would go that way too.
Okay.
Like I understand we're trying to figure out who's gonna win it all.
Yeah.
But we're talking about, so we can make that your first pick if you want. But I mean, NFL playoffs would be a close second.
Yep.
But something about a full slate.
Okay. That's a good point. Yeah, no, there's definitely something about a full slate on
week 5 to week 13 is unbelievable.
Yeah, and then you throw in like the London games where you have like an 8:00 game in, which is fun on Sunday mornings. Like you wake
week
up.
5 to week 13.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. No, it's a very good point. Yeah, my mind was going tournaments, kind of like you said. But yeah, I just
thought of that because I wouldn't do that with the NBA regular season. I would rather have the playoffs than
right.
Same with NHL. Same with same with most like men's basketball in college. Like a lot of it is, like soccer. We know one person who kind of pays attention to soccer.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway,
yeah. Sorry, I was gonna go. I was in NCAA playoffs. Again, I think it's a lot of fun. I don't know
college football.
Yeah, college football. I don't know if some of the first round games have been really shitty the last couple of years. Like that's been the bummer with college football, the college football playoffs. I know there's talks about expanding it, whatever.
You can almost say the regular season for college football is better than the playoffs.
Yeah, it's hard. Like I still like the playoffs for college better though, just because I don't have a team in college that I sit there and cheer for, and like so I don't get as excited for it. But once the college football playoffs or once the conference finals games are on, that's like where I start not paying attention, but that's where I sit down and watch all those games. So for me, it would be specifically the college football playoffs more so than college football regular season. Again, same thing. I don't really have a team, so I just like watching good football. The first round games have been pretty shitty the last couple years, which is a bummer. But the way they've been, the way they expanded the tournament, I guess that's why. So I'm gonna go that with my number 3 pick. I just love football.
Yeah.
It's simple as that.
I know you do. I'd actually probably take my next pick over that as well. But the NHL playoffs. So a lot of people like watching hockey, at least like the newer people or people who are like very casual with it, because like the fighting and like the physicality and there's a lot of that there's a lot of that in the regular season, a lot of fighting, a lot of physicality. But then once the playoffs hit and you have the 7-game series, people are not fighting. It's like every shift means so much in every game. It's like the intensity of the NHL playoffs is unbelievable. Yeah. Especially if you like have a team you're rooting for. I mean, that's every sport, but it's like I can turn on like San Jose versus like the Utah Mammoth in if they were to meet in the playoffs and have a good time watching that.
And it's kind of fun, like even the Olympics this year, like I know it's Olympics, not NHL, but like when you sit down and like I again don't watch a ton of hockey, didn't grow up watching a ton of hockey. I like watching the NHL playoffs, so just because for that reason, like you said, all the reasons you laid out, it is like it's just so intense and it's so much fun to watch. And I think that's a good pick. I get why you would pick that. You specifically would pick that over college football, especially with your hockey roots, your hockey background. I don't hate that at all. All right, so I go next.
Hockey's awesome.
I agree. Hockey is awesome. This is where it gets tough because I have like 3 or 4 that I'd like to choose from.
Yeah.
So I have March Madness. I'm trying to think of like where you might go and so I can get 2 out of the 3 that I want. And maybe this is
really sure.
Maybe this is a bad pick. I'm deciding between 2. I have 3, but I think I can maybe get the last one. I'll go. The hard part about this one is that it's every 4 years. So it's not every year. But I think I'm going to go to the World Cup. I do really like in the summer months, I do really like the World Cup. It's just fun watching games. If you got somewhere to watch it outside, like it's kind of spread out throughout a little bit decent period of time, which is nice. So I think I'll go World Cup. It's just fun cheering for your country. I just think it's fun to do. So I'm gonna go World Cup.
Yeah.
Is that anywhere on your radar?
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Mm-hmm. I never watch the World Cup.
Really?
I don't pay attention to it.
Wow.
I don't really care. I just never.
Wow.
I'm just like not a soccer guy. I'll never forget. I forget what France won it. It was either the last one or the one before. I watched the last 15 minutes of it, and France was up like 1 or 2 goals, and all they did was flop, and because they were trying to waste time, and I was just like, "What is happening?"
Yeah,
like they're just on the ground rolling around in agony because they tripped over their own feet, and like they have to stop. I don't like the running clock. I don't understand it. Like we have the technology for it. Let's fix that. No one knows how much time is left after 90 minutes. And I just don't pay attention to it. I literally, even if like in the US is never good. Like they always stink.
Didn't they? They went to the
no
final 8 not that long ago, didn't they? Like 8 years ago.
I don't think so.
12 years ago?
Not that long ago.
I just remember watching
45 years ago, they
let me see.
I don't even know what they're. I think the most I ever followed soccer was like in 2008, with like when Landon Donovan and Michael Bradley and Josie Altidore.
They made it to
Howard.
They made it to the round of 16 in 2022.
Okay, in the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. I just remember, like, it's just like, for me, it's like, I remember watching it up at the lake with like I remember, around 4th of July, whatever, like watching games up with like a bunch of my family, like, and maybe that's what it is, just kind of that factor, just because it's summer, it's like, it's nice, it's like the whole thing. I don't know how to explain it, but that's why I think I have like fond memories, and like even I remember watching it growing up at your pool, like I remember, like, maybe that's what it is, that
at my pool.
Yeah.
Was I there?
Probably not. You're probably golfing.
Probably, yeah.
So that's to me is where, like, I think that's what it is. Like, I just remember growing up having it on the TV.
I would put the Players Championship over that.
Really?
I'd probably put the. I'm trying to think of the most disrespectful golf tournament, the Puerto Rico Open.
Wow. Okay.
Again, if the U.S. is competing, I'll throw it on, but I just wouldn't watch it. I just don't watch it. It's like a popular TV show that I haven't seen.
It's the only real soccer that I watch, though, is the World Cup.
I would love to get into soccer. I just can't.
Yeah. I think it's fair.
Just one of those things. All right, so that was what pick was that? Your fourth?
That was my fourth.
You went NFL, college basketball, college football, FIFA.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of options right now. I'm like running out of.
I know I have my last one locked and loaded, so I'll just go if you want me to, and you can pick two.
No, because what if you're probably not going to pick the one I'm thinking of, because the first one that comes to mind is the MLB playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah, I love baseball, especially like I think I watched 30 playoff games last year.
Did you really?
Yeah, I watched a lot.
I watched a lot of the World Series.
When I lived in LA, I went to like 15 Dodger games, and I kind of became a fan of the Dodgers, and now they're like the new Yankees, and it's kind of cool. I'm like, damn, it's pretty awesome to like
cheer for a good team.
Cheer for a good team when the owner spends money.
Yeah,
people hate when the owner cares. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. Anyway, I would put that MLB playoffs. Plus, like, some even kind of during the season, I follow what the Reds are doing. I don't sit down and watch all the games, but like if it's on, I'll watch it.
Yeah, and I know we've talked. We don't talk shit about baseball, but like we don't follow it, or at least I don't super religiously. But like same thing. Especially once the season starts, like we had Easter plans. Like we threw on baseball while we were hanging out this weekend.
It's
like
a perfect sport to throw on in the background.
Correct. And again, it's like changing the season. It's like leading in summer. Like I think it's part of it. That's what it is. It like reminds you of summer and like good weather, like shit like that. I don't know why that's something obviously with me apparently. But like going to like being in the Chicago area, going to a Cubs game, I love going to Cubs games. Like it's a ton of fun to go to Cubs games. So I get it. I get why you would go that route. And then obviously again, once the playoffs start, that's where it just picks up a little bit. And like the World Series was great last year. Okay. I see it. I wouldn't put it in my top 5, but I get why you would. All right, my turn. My last one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Ryder Cup. I do really like the Ryder Cup. Yeah, I do really like the Ryder Cup. I was debating between Ryder Cup and U.S. Open. I didn't want to put 2 golf in there because like Masters is also, it's probably like I already said, it is my number 1. But I do really like the Ryder Cup. It's every 2 years, which is kind of fun. So it's not like you have to wait 4 years for like the Olympics or anything like that. Last year's Ryder Cup was awesome. Like it it was terrible, and then all of a sudden the last day, the U.S. made a huge turn, and it got exciting there for a little bit. I don't know. Again, remember watching it all the time growing up. It's a ton of fun. Growing up, you always wanted to I don't know if you ever did this in grade school or whatever, but like we used to have like mini Ryder Cups against other schools and all that, and you try and do the similar formats. I don't know. Again,
We had
growing
that
up playing
against
golf.
we had that against Xavier in college.
Yeah, did you? Yeah, see, like it's just I think it's a cool format. Again, playing for your country, I think that just adds something to it. And yeah, so I'll go Ryder Cup as my 5th. I really enjoy the Ryder Cup. I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's a good one. I didn't even think about that. I was thinking of just like big tournaments. No Olympics for you, huh? Not a big Olympic guy?
I like the Olympics, but I don't know, like I don't know. I guess not. I like watching them, but like even was it with the Winter Olympics that just finished?
Yeah.
I would throw it on every once in a while, but I didn't have like a huge investment in it, I guess. Like the hockey was cool. But other than that, like I don't sit there and watch it all day every day. Yeah, I'll throw it on at night or whatever. And then growing up, we would throw, because my sister obviously was a gymnast, we'd throw the gymnastics on all the time growing up. But other than that, yeah, I like the
summer
sports. Yeah, it's summer. Yeah. So yeah.
I'm trying to think of the last one, because honestly, I was trying to decide between the US Open and the British Open. And there's something about the British Open I like. It's like waking up either super early in the morning, and the golf course is always, I'll probably go, I guess, the Open.
Yeah,
That's
the
what
Open
it might be called. Yeah. Not the British Open. Piss a lot of people off. But yeah, I guess I'll go there. I'm trying to think of like what are we missing? Are we missing any like big ones, or?
I mean, there's like the other one. Like there's obviously U.S. Open is one of them.
I'm surprised you didn't pick like the Little League World Series or something.
Yeah, funny. No, not my thing. There's like other big ones that like I'm not, but I know a lot of people be like the Kentucky Derby is huge. Like a lot of people love the Kentucky Derby. I watch it.
Fuck that. What are you doing?
But
like
that's
6
like
minutes.
not one that I know. That's not one that I would choose. But there's obviously a lot of people out there who would.
Yeah.
What else? I'm trying to think. I mean, the Olympics. You said it. Like any winter or summer Olympics is a big one. What else?
Are we forgetting any like main sports? I don't think so.
We probably are. Cricket, World Championships.
Brian.
Sorry.
I guess like no one watches the MLS Premier League.
Daytona 500. A lot of people love the Daytona 500.
Yeah, NASCAR stuff. I guess Indy 500.
Yeah.
But that's
Indy 500.
But that's like a different conversation, because it's almost like, would you rather go to this one?
Yes, or go to this one.
And we're talking about just like watching like at home at your own leisure.
Previously, like the Rose Bowl was always big, but
good.
I know it's kind of like
coincides
funneled into just let's see. Yeah, I mean those are the big ones that I can think of. I'm sure we're forgetting something huge, but probably some soccer stuff that we're missing in there that a lot of people really like. Tour de France, it's a big one. I mean, Lance Armstrong.
Yeah, dude. People hate that guy.
Wimbledon, like some of the soccer or some of the.
I was thinking about Wimbledon,
tennis,
but I don't watch tennis.
Neither do I, but it's big. Like it's one of those things that when it's occurring, I will watch it if it's on. Like if they're getting down to the finals.
French Open is next week, I think, and who cares?
Like F1 stuff, I'm sure people would be high on nowadays.
That had a run because of Netflix.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I never watched that. I never.
Motorsports is just not really my thing.
No.
Remember, God, what was the? Oh God, what was it called? With like it's basically like BMX bikes. No, yeah, like what was that sporting event called? Like skateboarding.
Tony Hawk. Isn't that the Olympics?
No. Fuck. BMX, skateboarding. This is going to piss me off.
I think it's just the Olympics.
But it was called something. It was called like the X Games.
X Games, yeah. X Games is
Bro,
good.
as a kid,
that was fun.
I used to love the X Games.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
I agree. X Games was a
Hell
lot of fun.
yeah.
Like Tony Hawk.
Yeah. Hell yeah, that's
that
awesome.
was awesome. Tony Hawk Pro Skater on Nintendo 64 might be one of the greatest games of all time. Yeah,
it's on Xbox. I have the first one.
I feel like nothing beats the originals though. I feel like nothing beats the Nintendo 64 versions.
It is the original.
All right, cool. All right, so
it is the Nintendo 64 version.
What would you want to do? What like the top 5 would be between the both of us, or I guess it would just be our top.
So let's make our consensus top 5.
Okay.
So we'll go NFL.
Yeah, NFL season in general.
Yeah, NFL
I think Masters
season
is second because I think we both agree Masters is up there.
I'll throw in. I guess we can go NCAA men's basketball third.
Okay.
I would put NBA fourth, but you don't really watch it, do you?
I watch the playoffs once the playoffs come on.
That's what I'm saying. The playoffs.
I try to. Yeah, I'll throw that in there. So that's 4.
And then we'll do college football fifth.
College football 5th. Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We'll agree to those terms. We'll agree.
You would flip college football for
of course
NBA.
I would, but I want to make. But I think you're passionate about the NBA, so we'll put that 4th. Actually, speaking of that, is there anything from the tournament? Like I know because NBA drafts will be in June. Is there like anything you took from March Madness in terms of like prospects going into the draft? I know we'll probably get a little bit deeper into this once the draft is closer, but like did anything stick out to you watching the March Madness?
Yeah, actually, you know what stuck out to me is people were talking about how great this draft is going to be, and I think it's overblown.
Really?
Yeah, because like Carlos Boozer is probably going to be a top 3 pick, and I don't think he's that good. Like I don't think he's as good as any of the guys that came out last year in the top 5. The kid from Dabansa from BYU, he's probably going to go number 1, but I'd probably rather have Cooper Flagg, Conkinipple, Ace Bailey over. And who went to the Spurs? I forget who went to the Spurs last year. It just doesn't really seem. And then like the guy from Kansas who like didn't play half the season.
Yeah, he didn't play at all, right? Yeah.
What I learned was, hey, maybe we're overrating this draft. That's what I learned.
Okay, interesting. I was curious what your take was on it because I know you like we talked about Boozer specifically and how you might not be as high on him as a lot of other people are or seem to be.
When your game is bully ball in college basketball and you kind of dominate, you're probably not going to dominate in the NBA.
Yeah,
because then you have to go against guys like Jokic and Rudy Gobert and Wembanyama and Zubac, who, if Zubac was on Duke, they'd probably win it all.
Yeah,
he's like 7'4" and can actually catch and put it in the hoop. So it's just, yeah, like when plus he's only 6'8". If you're 6'8", you got to be athletic, and he's not as great of an athlete as I think he should be. I think he will be a decent player, but I don't think he's going to be like a star. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'll be curious to see once the draft actually happens. But yeah, I just wanted your quick feedback on it because I have heard, again, I don't follow it super closely, but I have heard this is like the draft. Like last year's draft wasn't as good, and everyone was kind of waiting.
You have Cooper Flagg, who's a freak, and then you also have Conkinipple, who broke. Who I think he made like over 250 threes this year.
Yeah, then he break a record. Yeah,
shooting 43% from the 3-point line. That's insane.
Yeah,
as a rookie.
Yeah. They both Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Huh. They lost. Duke lost, kind of similar. They lost this year.
Yeah. Yep. Cooper Flagg has put
young
up a show
guys,
the last 4 days.
Yeah, well, he played against. They lost by like 15 against the Magic, and he put up 45 against a team without Luka and Austin Reeves. So
yeah, the Lakers. Yeah, Mike doesn't like Cooper Flagg. Thinks he's overrated.
I don't think he's going to be the best player in the league. I think he's just going to be like a top 15 guy, which is good, which is great. But I don't think he's going to be the next LeBron like everyone thinks he's going to be.
So he'll be all NBA, but not necessarily best player.
Yeah, but I mean that's such a I would take. There's just a lot of guys I would take over him.
I mean, he's still young, right? He's rookie, so like there's time. He's only 18 or whatever he is.
Yeah, no, I mean I could be really wrong, but I mean it doesn't really matter. But I would just rather have.
Okay.
He's on such a bad team that you can't tell anything.
Yeah.
And a bunch of guys on bad teams put up
fair.
50-point games all the time and they lose. And so what I like about Con Knipple is like that team's going to the playoffs. And that's a very young team, a very rebuilding team. And he's very serviceable and he's like contributing to winning. And I like that.
Okay. That's fair. I think that's fair. I was just curious. Anything else March Madness or basketball related before we get Masters? We just go straight to Masters.
Let's go straight to Masters. I need to see these odds.
Yeah, dude, I haven't even looked at it. I'm kind of excited too, though. I was kind of waiting for this.
Who do you think's going to win without looking at the?
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be Scotty. It just feels it feels weird. Not weird, but like I don't think it's a Scotty year this year.
You know, I think it's a good value.
Who?
Plus 3,000. Justin Rose.
Colin Morikawa? Oh.
No.
Justin, he's 3,500 on my end.
Oh.
Yeah.
Even better.
Mm-hmm.
Even better.
God,
he's so good. And he almost won it last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, was it a playoff last year?
No. Was it?
I might have been. Let me look it up.
It might have been the year before. Did Justin Rose lose in a playoff?
Yeah, it was Rory and Justin Rose. They went to a playoff. Both had 11 under.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like he's been really close a bunch, and
that was his thing last year. He was so close on then he almost won a couple.
I mean, he killed it last year. He was really solid throughout the whole year. I mean, I think he's playing. He's probably playing some of the best golf coming into this.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I might take a flyer on that just right now.
All right. So what do you want to do? You just want to do a draft of picks?
Yeah, kind of like we had done last year.
Okay. Or
what do you want to do?
Top 20?
Yeah, we can do anything. You can do winner. You can do top 5. You can do top 20.
Okay, let's see what top 20 is. Dude, Scotty Scheffler minus 500 top 20. That's insane.
Minus 500 top 20.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Minus 165 top 10. God. All right, I'm gonna go. I'll go Cam Young plus 190 top 10.
Okay.
Or actually, give me minus 140 top 20.
Minus 140 top 20.
Because he
Cam Young? Yeah, okay. I got him as minus 128, so that's pretty good. Okay. Let me see. Who do I want to do? Golf's so hard, man.
This is the last sporting event I'm putting money on until the NBA playoffs, which is a week later. But
yeah, I was gonna say like in 2 weeks. Yeah. I am actually kind of excited the same way. Like I was like, all right, March Madness, and then we have Masters, and then I'll probably take a little bit of until we get deeper into the playoffs. Who'd you take? Cam Young.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take top 20. Give me Ludwig at minus 144.
Have you seen what he's been doing?
No.
He was leading the Players, choked it away.
I did see that.
And then he was leading the Texas Valero, choked it away.
The Players was great this year. Players was a lot of fun.
Players is always the best, man.
But this is what I'm saying. I just want him top 20. I don't need him to win.
I'd honestly put that. I should have put that as my 5th pick in the draft. The Players, one of my favorite
Okay.
tournaments.
Yeah, players is fun.
All right, top 20. Give me Adam Scott plus 200. Top 20.
Going way down. I'm going to parlay all of these.
Can you?
Yeah, I'm going to try and see what lets me. I'm as plus 148. All right. Give me, I bet on him a ton last year. Give me Victor plus 128. I know he hasn't been great, but top 20, Victor Hovland.
Okay. My last pick. Just give me, man. I'm trying to think if I should go with someone random.
I feel like that's usually a good way to go with golf. It's just fucking random.
Should I just go with one of my Højgaard brothers?
Yeah, I don't know if there was ever a golf bet like one of these that we've done that where you haven't taken a Højgaard brother.
See, I like Rasmus' swing better than Nikolai Højgaard's swing, but Nikolai's been playing better.
To go Jordan Spieth, your boy.
No, give me Hideki at minus 115.
Okay, I like that.
Top 20.
I'm gonna go Colin at minus 114. Just feels safe. Top 20. I also do I like Brooks at plus 126. Kind of this is like his first major back on the PGA Tour.
I'm gonna put money on it. So let's do this really quick. Who are you gonna bet on to win it? Let's pick 3 guys to bet to win it.
All right, let me run through these real quick.
So I got what's his name?
Cam Young,
Justin
top 20.
Rose. Okay.
I'm gonna run through these real quick. The ones that we just did. Mike had Cam Young minus 132. Adam Scott plus 148, at least on my end, and then Hideki at minus 125. I had Ludwig at minus 146. I need glasses, I think. Colin Morikawa at minus 114, and then I had Victor at plus 128. If you parlay all those together, it's plus 6,500. So pretty solid.
If you parlay mine together, it's plus 1,500.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? The odds are so different.
Just mine.
Oh, just yours. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
I did all of them. Yeah, okay. All right. So now we're taking outright winners?
Yeah. Yeah.
You
so
took...
Justin Rose.
Okay.
I just threw some money on him. I know you pick one.
I'm going to do Brooks because I was just talking about him. Yep. At plus 3,700. I'm going to do Brooks.
I love that. I'm going to do that too. I'm going to go. Let's see. I'm going to go Adam Scott again. I have a good feeling about him.
Interesting.
At plus 7,500.
Wow. Why Adam Scott? You just feel good? You just feel good about Adam Scott?
He's done it before. He's playing well.
I'm gonna do Xander as my other one. I don't know why Xander keeps popping out to me.
Well, he's a good player. That's why.
Yeah, that's probably why.
You don't like Bryson at plus 1,000?
Is there something weird going on with Bryson?
No.
Okay.
He's won twice on Live.
Oh, has he? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I've picked him in every major the last couple of years. I'm not gonna pick him this year. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
What if he wins the Grand Slam?
Yeah, that would be hilarious. That would be
right,
honestly that would probably happen.
I'll go John Rahm at plus 900.
Okay, yeah, pick one of the heavier favorites.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Cam Young. I feel like he's been playing well. I'm gonna go Cam Young.
Cam Young, you just won the players.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I think he got over the hump recently. So I'm gonna go Cam Young as my last one.
He bombs the ball. It's pretty awesome.
He does. That drive on 18 in the players, that was
370
sick.
yards.
Yeah, it was like the furthest drive on that hole's history or whatever.
Yeah, insane.
Insane.
All
right, cool.
All right, read those off really quick, and we'll get out of here.
All right, so I already read the other ones off. So for winners, Mike had Adam Scott at plus 6,100. Who else did you have? I placed my 3. You had John Rahm at plus 920. And then you had Justin Rose at, where is it? What was he? What was Justin Rose?
Plus 3,000. Plus 3,500.
Yeah, plus 3,000. Yeah, I placed it. It was 3,500 for me. And then I had Cam Young at plus 2,250. Xander Schauffele at plus 1,750. And then Brooks Koepka at plus 3,700. I feel like that's pretty good for Brooks. Plus 3,700.
Brooks is plus 4,000 on Hard Rock.
Is he? That's pretty.
Yeah.
I feel like that's pretty solid odds for Brooks.
Yeah.
Has he just not played well this year?
He's, ramping up.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, whatever that means. Buzzword for, yeah, it's fine.
Buzzword of you're not playing well, so you're ramping up.
Correct. He's getting ready for the Masters.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I like those. I'm excited for the Masters, man. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait. But follow us at Traveling Athlete Pod on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, and at Athlete Pod on X. And we'll be back.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on, I think, how
maybe next week, maybe
this
the week
week
after.
goes. Yeah, I know the week. If we don't come back next week, the week after will be draft week. So we'll probably have a mock draft to go over or that week.
Perfect.
I'm working on it now.
Any last words?
No. I'm tired.
Oh, shit. We gotta do it again, dude. Left the lens cap on.